Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Radiant Beauty with myself Denise. That's me. I'm Denise. So lovely to see you today. Today I had all kinds of ideas of what I wanted to shoot for this week's video. So if you've seen the thumbnail, you might have some idea. But are you like myself? Are you one of those people where you're just like, go to Starbucks and you see all the pumpkin spice latte signs? Everybody's talking about like Halloween and like 18 weeks before Christmas. And are you one of those people like myself where you just literally get your knickers in a knot? It's like, enough already. We're still in summer. It's still August. I know, I'm hanging on to just shreds of summer. Right where I live, it has been such a beautiful like end of June, July, and August, and we're still getting beautiful weather. So I find it hard to kind of wrap my head around the whole fall idea, and yet we know it's coming. So anyways, this video is just to get ready with me as I transition kind of like my sort of fresh makeup look into something that's a little bit more seasonal, a little bit more warm. So if you want to come along this journey with me, then just keep watching this video. So I thought I would just sort of combine a couple of videos in one today just for some fun, because I don't know if you follow my Instagram or TikTok account. I will link them down below. No pressure, of course. But anyways, they're just fun. One of the videos I did was a double bronzer makeup technique. And I had stumbled upon it, I can't remember, many months ago whenever I posted that. It was on YouTube. Was it on YouTube or one of those videos? And it was a very old video. And I thought, what a cool kind of like makeup look, especially for somebody like myself that is so incredibly fair. And to be fair, I also don't go out in the sun and I don't bake. Like if I have any color anywhere on my body, it's fake tan, and on my face, it's going to be some type of, bronzer. Very, very picky when it comes to actual bronzers. So today I started off my face just with moisturizer, my SPF, and then I just kind of went into where I have some hyperpigmentation here from the sun with my sunglasses. Over on this side of the eye, you can kind of see a little bit. And I just kind of dab on some of the Maybelline, Instant Age Rewind concealer, and then I just kind of tap it in. And then I just do a little set. I use my little puffs that I got on Temu, and I just do a little set where I really, really, really press the powder in. And I have no concealer on this morning under my eyes, but what I did was kind of right into the hollows of the inner corner of my eyes. I use the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, the under eye concealer, and I use the fair one, and then that's a cream product. I just take it and then I just tap, and then again I'll just do a quick sort of like push down there without using any powder to kind of just set it. I did my brows, soft touch blush, but you can see like literally I am like scraping the bottle just to kind of give it like a soft pink. And then I went in with just a cream bronzer. This is a very old one, and they don't even make it anymore. And I just went in and I really just touched up my forehead and my nose and kind of like where the sun hits, like a little bit on my chin and my cheeks, to kind of just give it a slightly warm look. That is all I've done so far. So I would like to proceed with the rest. So the eyeshadow look is going to be created, I think, from this, which is one of my favorite, I think, all-time fall palettes. I received it probably when I first started with BoxyCharm. It was in the BoxyCharm drop shop, and I got it for like an unbelievable price. It was something like $12 US at the time. Ace Beaute, I hope I'm saying that right. And it is the Floral Vintage, and these are kind of all of the colors that come with that palette. And I just really think that they speak like fall to me. Morphe, yes, I know, I said Morphe, can you believe it? But we actually used to have a brick and mortar store right here in Western Canada, and we don't have that anymore, but Morphe is still available in other parts of Europe and in Canada. And I know it's not, you know, it's not available in the United States. So I do understand that. But I think a lot of us who've been on YouTube for a while will have some residual Morphe products, and this just happened to be a good one. I also like P. Louise, but again, I used to purchase the P. Louise at the Morphe store. So my P. Louise eyeshadow base, and then this. And because this is nice at just kind of giving an even base, it is a little bit tacky. I'm just going to use a little bit of my Sephora birthday kit that I got. We're just going to kind of press that into the eye just to make sure that we have a nice base for the eyeshadow, but that it's not really going to, you know, it's not going to grab any of the shadows. Spray Rose right here by my finger. Let's use that as a transitional color. Do you guys often have the same sort of feelings I do in regards to just like, you know, getting annoyed by like how everybody wants to talk about, you know, Halloween and Christmas as early as they do? Because you guys, I just find it like, I don't know, crazy. It just really bugs me that everything has to be like as soon as it's like people get tired of like talking about summer. It's like all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, we got to talk about Halloween. Like, what are you going to wear for Halloween? And what's your makeup going to be for Halloween? And it's just like, it's a lot already. It's like, calm down, calm down. It's all going to be here. And maybe it's because I'm Canadian and maybe where I live, it's like winters are just not my favorite. It's funny because they used to be my favorite when I was a kid, but now that I work and drive, they're like not really my favorite. But yeah, slightly more tailored. Dahlia flower? Dahlia. I think Dahlia is a flower. So I'm going to take that directly under and I'm just going to start building kind of by the crease. Like, wow, that is just a very bright, wow, almost like neon, albeit the ring light does affect kind of the coloration. And last time I did an eyeshadow look, you couldn't even see some of the subtle blues, so I don't really know what was going on. I shoot on, what is it, photo booth, like on my Mac, and then I edit with iMovie. So, but the colors that you see here are just colors from my iPhone 14 Pro Max, which is right here in front of me, and then I have the ring light back there. And I do like to build up a little bit of depth in the outer sort of corner. Like I find, being that I am a hooded babe, into Tansy, which is this one right here, on another sort of like, I don't know, more of a blending brush, but again, this is an old Real Techniques brush that I got, and I'm going to just start patting it on just kind of like at the angle that I want, and then we will smudge it over slowly. Yeah, that's definitely going to, and you notice that anytime I take some darker colors, you always want to bring it up past your natural, you know, crease, because here's my natural crease. But like I said, I'm a hooded eye babe. So if I don't do that, you're not going to appreciate any of the color that I actually put on my eyes. I just now blend that because I can see kind of where it meets, and I don't want to be able to see where it meets, so I'm just gonna blend it out. Oh, I don't know what it is about greens. I am just like completely addicted. I mean, the fall is definitely one of those seasons that I love. I used to always say that fall was the season that I love, but I kind of fell in love with summers all over again. But, and I love all the rich colors, but at the same time, I just know that that means that we are definitely, you know, winter is around the corner. And like I said, not a huge winter fan anymore. Or I'm going to take this bit of that and we'll see if we can even darken this outer V a little bit more, but I kind of like where it's going. Yeah, it's definitely going to darken it. And you know what I really like about these? For the cost of them, just look at how they layer. There's really not one color yet that has been lost in, you know, putting it on my eyes, which is just, to me, quite amazing for the price. Loving it. Just pat it on and then drag it. And I'm just going to blend it. Pick up a little of that warmer tone and just blend right here. Yes, yes, girlfriend. Loving it. It is giving me sort of transitional fall vibes. Oh, that is pretty. For kind of like an all over lid color, which is this one right here. And I'm just gonna do kind of like a sweep all over the eyes. I just want a little base, something a little brighter, because if you don't know this girl, I have a little shimmer. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. I do like that. It's really pretty. Called Calendulas, and I feel about whether you should do metallics or shimmers with your fingers. I know my friend Laurel, she does not like using it. She likes to use the brush. I do like to feel it, and I like to kind of foil out, and I just find that I get the most amount of control. Summer to fall inspo. Really fun. I love the colors, but you know what? You take your favorite sort of fall palette, then please join me. I'm gonna do a little bit more. And then I find that bronze or bronzy gold, any type of patinaed sort of like warmer metal looks really good on me. And so I'm just going to do a tight line. Then I'm just going to do a kind of a wing. And I do because I'm hooded, I do a wing from the bottom up. So I just drag it up and then I just line the top lid. Like so. Just kind of dragging it up from the bottom first. And then that gives me the direction for the upper lid, like so. I love that green that I put in so much. I'm going to use what's left over in the green on my Real Techniques, and I'm just going to do a swipe down below, just to kind of swipe that into the lower lash for a little continuity. All right, like that. Beauteous. So if you're Canadian and you're watching my video, run out and get that. This is Marcelle. It is an eyeliner, and it is approved by the Canadian Ophthalmology Association. So it is eye safe, and it is like the perfect nude liner for kind of giving you that very eye-opening look. So. And that really, really opens up my eyes, makes me look like I'm awake. It's super important when you get into your 40s. And I'm just going to use that instead of a shimmer. I'm just going to use that right in the tear duct, as opposed to where I would put a little bit of shimmer to give it kind of that really eye brightening of the double bronzer makeup technique. Like I said, I did the foundation, I did cream blush, and then I did some cream bronzer. That's the technique. That's the steps. Now take a very, very fluffy brush, and you want to take a powdered bronzer of your choosing, preferably like 1 or 2 shades darker than what you currently have for your cream. Okay, so the bronzer of choice for me, again, Canadian, but it is Marcelle. It is the Eye Bronzer Shine. Can't talk today. And you probably couldn't appreciate a shade or two that's a little bit brighter than my liquid bronzer, my cream bronzer, I should say. So I'm going to take that, and the idea is don't use a dense brush. You want to use a very, very fluffy brush, and we're not going to swipe it on, but we're going to pat it on. So we're literally, and we're not using bronzer for contour today. This is keeping that kind of like really sort of sunny transitional look. So you're just going to go on the cheeks, and you're going to just tap, 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 tap like this. It keeps it just so nice and diffuse. And really just imagine it is exactly where the sun is like hitting you as far as your bronzer. And the same on this side. And I really love this bronzer. I know Marcelle is such an underrated Canadian makeup brand, but for a drugstore brand, they really make some really great products. Do I love all of their products? No, but they have some really good products. So anyways, and their bronzer is always one of them. So that I put at the top of my head, a little on the nose. Don't want to go too crazy, but of course we know the sun would hit you on the nose. And then right at the chin, just kind of below on that sort of jawline like that. Now I'm going to just take kind of like a coordinating, you know, like light color. I'm going to use my Merit foundation stick just to help kind of chisel out my nose a little, because I'm not going to put any sort of like highlighter or anything there. So I'm just going to go down the center just a little bit like that, and then off to the side. Just to this minimalistic foundation stick by Merit. It's like The chef's kiss. And I just order it from the Merit website. And then just using a stippling brush by MAC, I'm just going to soften that. And what it does is it's just going to help to kind of like just totally chisel my nose in with all that sort of bronzer that's on there. So just kind of do that. Kind of gives you a nice little snatched. Again, I got these two. This is Lucky Chick. This is Lucky Chick. And these are lip liners. And I just think they're gorgeous because they're retractable. They have a little sharpener at the end. And they just glide on like a dream. They are gorgeous. Can you see just how that just like glides on? So I'm just going to use that just to kind of like do the outline of my lips. This is my MAC, and this is my MAC. There's no more perfect a color in my opinion for that transitional look than Velvet Teddy. So if you know, you know. I am a bullet lipstick queen, and I love MAC. I just use this. This is a Sephora's Lip Stories, and this is in the color Tan Lines. And it just provides the tiniest little bit of nude kind of right in the lips. It's another one of my favorite lip combos. We're going to finish off with a little bit more blush, kind of just add a little extra on top of my double bronzer makeup technique. This is the Merit Beauty in the color Cheeky. Love it to pieces. You can see it is just kind of like this cool pink look, which is a little bit darker than the Rare Beauty one. So I'm just going to take that on the brush. And for me, I always diffuse all of my blush on the back of my hand and then start at the temple and just kind of work my way in because I do like a blushy look. I'm going to now take my favorite drugstore mascara. If you're new to my channel, you may or may not know it is the Essence that I get at Shoppers Drug Mart. It is the Lash Princess. They have a bunch of different ones. This is my favorite. This is the Sculpting Volume one. And this mascara, you guys, is so stinking good. Like, honestly, for me and my lashes, it works so good. But the moment it starts flaking, the moment that mascara moves on my face, I know that it's past the 3 month mark, and then it is time to replace this uber expensive mascara, which it's not, but just being sarcastic as I often am. When it's all said and done, I take my uber popular Kirkland wipes. I get it on my finger, and I just get a nice tight point, like tight against, and I just do a kind of swoop up. So just where the tail of your eyeshadow is swoop up so you're not taking all of your makeup off. All right, and the blush is off, the makeup is on. I'm going to spray this down because I am loving this look. It's a special occasion. Gonna get the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting spray just because it's so good, and we're gonna lock this down. So are we ready to go out on the town, at least have a nice lunch today? I hope you guys really like this video. It was just really fun to kind of create this very sort of transitional look from summer into fall. Let's not get too crazy though, girls. Let's not get too crazy. I hope you enjoyed it. I will list all of the products that I used, of course, down below, and I wish you all a wonderful Sunday. And I am saying hello to all of my new subscribers that joined me since my last video. It's so wonderful to have you. This is really a channel about the 45 plus working gal that works hard for her money, just as I know you do. And so please join me. I upload once a week every Sunday, and we just sit around and we talk about all things makeup. Until next time, you guys, have an absolutely wonderful week ahead. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.